Welcome friends. Today we are going to study about inverse trigonometric functions. Before going to this topic, we must have to study about the function sin x under different domains and codomains. In the study of this function, we shall use the horizontal line test which we discussed in earlier videos. So, first we must know the curve of sin x. Here is the curve of the sin x. Now, the first case is, suppose our function, that is sin x, defines from real number to a set starts from -1 to +1. That is, here the codomain is the set of real numbers and the codomain is the real numbers started from -1 to +1. Now we shall study the sin x function under these conditions. Now here the domain is R. Domain means the values of x, and the values of x lies between -infinite to +infinite. So here we consider the full wave because of this domain. We take the complete curve of the sin x. If we draw a horizontal line, which is parallel to x-axis, then this line intersects the curve at multiple points, and using the horizontal line test we can say that the given function is many-one as it intersected by this line at multiple points. Now what about the range of this function under this condition? If we consider the complete wave, the minimum value of y attained by this curve is -1 and the maximum value attained is +1. Hence we can say that the range of this function is -1 to +1. Range of this function is -1 to +1, and here the codomain is also equals to -1 to +1. Range and codomain both are equal to each other. That's why the given function is onto. That means fx equals to sin x is onto under this condition. But because of this many-one, this function is not invertible. Now move to the next condition. In the next condition, function is the same, but the domain is changed and codomain is also replaced by the set of real numbers. Now again we move to the curve, but here the boundation is given. We shall consider only the small part of the wave which lies between the values 0 to pi, because the codomain is 0 to pi. Here we consider only this portion of the curve, that means a single dome. Again, using the horizontal line test, if we draw a line parallel to the x-axis, it intersects the curve at 2 points. Therefore the given function is many-one. Now what about the range? Again, using this portion, the minimum value attained by this curve under the given condition is 0 and the maximum value of y is +1. Hence the range of this function is 0 to 1. The range of this function is 0 to 1, but the given codomain is the set of real numbers. So we can say that here the range is subset of codomain. Due to this is into function. Since function is not 1 1 and onto, therefore it is not bijective and hence it's not invertible. Now move to the third condition, and under this condition the domain is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 and the range is minus 1 to plus 1. So we shall consider only this portion which starts from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and it is in the form of a letter S. If we draw a horizontal line anywhere parallel to x-axis, then it intersects the curve at only one point. Therefore, using the horizontal line test, we can say that the given function, that is fx equals to sin x, is a 1 1 function. Now what about the range? Again move to the curve, and in this portion the minimum value of y is minus 1 and the maximum value is plus 1. That means y attains the values from minus 1 to plus 1. Therefore the range is minus 1 to 1 and the given codomain is also minus 1 to 1. That's why range is equals to codomain implies that the given function is onto. Since the function is 1 1 and onto, therefore it is an bijective function. Therefore we can say that the given function is invertible. Since this function is invertible, therefore the inverse of this function will exist, and the inverse of sin x is denoted by sin inverse x. Suppose this function is denoted by gx is equals to sin inverse x, and using the curve we can say that this inverse function exists from minus 1 to 1 to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. That means the domain of this function is minus 1 to plus 1 and the codomain is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is the inverse trigonometric function. Similarly, the inverse of each trigonometric function will exist in their domains. This is the concept of the inverse trigonometric function. Thank you and have a nice day.